Good morning, everyone. We are so glad to have you here back with our courageous leadership with Virginia Prodan, training you to lead with courage. Our podcast is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock. We are welcoming your questions, and we are so grateful that you are sending us your questions and your concerns. There are so many things that are pressing and us, and we see America being changed, and we want to fight, and we want for sure your fight, my fight, to change America and change America for freedom and keep America free. No matter where you are and how you see it, America is being transformed or wanted to be transformed by so many liberals as a country of socialists. And our fight for freedom will change America and will keep America free. I want to thank you so much for sending me your questions, for sending me your concerns, and I'm trying to respond to your questions and concerns as much as possible. We have the Texas primary election results today. The election was yesterday. We have the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine and desire to extend the socialist empire of Russia. We want to make sure that we know how to keep America free, and we have so many other things. It looks like COVID was just the beginning of the desire to use different circumstances in our life to take our freedom away. But no matter where you are and what you think, freedom is precious. For those of you who don't know me, I am the author of Saving My Assassin. And in fact, the way I signed my memoir is Freedom is Precious. I grew up under socialist and communist government, and I fought against, as a lawyer, I fought against socialist and communist government, and I took the dictator to court, dictator Nicolae Ceausescu. And by the grace of God, I am alive and he's dead, and I'm alive to encourage you and to show you that freedom is precious, that your voice and your fight for freedom is precious, and we can win for freedom. From my own experience, I will share with you what I learned and what you can learn to be strong and courageous, and to know that your voice and your fight for freedom is precious and will change and will keep America free. No matter what the government will tell you, that you are not important, that you have to depend on government, that you have to obey the rules, and even when the government crosses the line and unconstitutionally is asking you to do things against your freedom, they will ask you, or they will threaten you to punishment. This is the pathway to socialism. And we need to be aware. We need to make sure that in our elections, we choose the right and the strong leaders, Christians and leaders that will stand up for freedom, for what is right, and keep America free. There are many things in this world that we learn every single day. There are things that we learn from books, we learn from other people, we learn from history, and we learn from current events. One of the things that I want to talk about, how we learn to fight for freedom, is about the Russia and the Putin invasion of Ukraine. In fact, I want to say, according to my opinion, Putin and Russia never change. They're always socialist and communist. They change the label in order to lie to American people, to the Western civilization, to be able to continue behind the screen their socialist and communist agenda. They always took advantage of a weak leader in America or in other places in order to extend their territory, occupying one country or another country at different places. And today we have an opportunity to see, to take it in a positive way. We have an opportunity to see in front of our eyes what socialist and communist government looks like, what a leader of a socialist and communist will do to people, to its own people, to his own people, or to people around that will be occupied. And in fact, the threat is to the entire civilization. Putin did, like I said, did not change, and socialist government of Russia did not change. Do not be fooled by the fact that he allowed some of the corporations, to be developed under so-called socialist collapse in Soviet bloc. But the leaders, the one who are in charge of those corporations, were the leaders of socialism, and they were the one becoming millionaires and still controlling and having a socialist society. Putin continued his agenda for years and years, even if he was labeled or he labeled himself in a different forms, to lie to his own people and to lie to the entire world. His desire is to control. His desire is to push you to submit his orders. If you are person that lives in Russia, in Ukraine, or any other places that or small countries that he conquered, in order for him to become a real dictator. In fact, by not taking actions to stop him, we become part of the problem and allowed a dictator like Putin to develop his agenda. Again, that is, I am saying it's an opportunity. Yes, it's a very tragic situation for people in Ukraine, that they are bombarded, they are occupied, and they suffer. But I want to take the advantage to tell people that love and believe in socialists and communists to pay attention to what socialists and communists look like. You can watch on YouTube, TV, and all the channels how the socialist works. First of all, you will see that Putin decided on his own with his elite to do, to illegally occupy Ukraine. You see 40 miles of tanks going towards Ukraine, and you see horrible things being done to the Ukrainian people. They don't attack military, they attack maternity, they attack car, just a normal car driving on the street and trying to roll over them with a tank. All they want to do is to terrify you, to let you know that they are in power in your own home and you have to submit. Otherwise, you will be destroyed. This is socialist. This is how socialists work. And if you believe that socialist is society of equality, you will see that equality, you will be crushed by them. You will be crushed by socialists. So learn these opportunity, learn from this opportunity as the Ukrainians suffer and as they fight so courageously for freedom, what socialist is and how to be strong and courageous. A dictator like Putin is created by people that are not standing up against him and not stopping him. The dictator cannot develop his plan by himself. I want to take the opportunity to mention that I admire the Russian people who, under a dictator like Putin and his elite, went on the street and demonstrated. This is beyond courageous action of the Russian people, knowing they put their life in danger to show the whole world that they do not agree with their leader. And for that, they will pay dearly with their life or with their freedom. And they are telling us, fight for freedom right now when you are free. Don't wait for like us to be in this situation when we are going to lose our life for fighting for freedom. So I hope you take notes, and I hope you are strong and courageous, and wherever you are, stand up for freedom, because America is, or the leaders, some leaders in America are trying really hard to change our country into a socialist country. Also, I want to take the opportunity to point out about the courageous leaders, leaders like the leader of Ukraine, who decided not to take a right as our president offered him to go out of Ukraine, but to stay there. As he's in his own words, he said, I don't need a ride, I need ammunition. And for him to be with the military and encourage them, it's an excellent form of leadership, what a leader is doing during the pressure and for freedom. So one more time, those events are training us and teaching us, for those who never experienced socialist and communist, that socialist is for the leaders. Socialist is not for people. Socialist will crush you, will take your freedom away. And socialist is a horrible, I call a land of life and a prison land. You can read my book, Saving My Assassin, and you can go on virginiaprodanbooks.com/product/book, and you can find out about the book, and you can buy the book from there. Before it's too late, learn about what atrocities, the reality of atrocity of socialists and communists look like. And refuse to be part of the problem or of the group of people in America that will bring socialists to America and will destroy freedom, will destroy prosperity, and will destroy the right to go to church, the right to speak your mind, and to have a business, and to teach your children about God, and to teach your children the reality, not the fantasy of socialists that will ruin them. There is no better opportunity. Remember, people of Ukraine and people who demonstrated in Russia are suffering for freedom, and they are telling us how to fight for freedom. We have the opportunity to stand up, and wherever God places you, at your school, at your business, as a representative for your state or for your city, as judge or as a teacher, to stand up for truth and share the truth with others and fight against the desire of some to bring socialists in America. Socialist, it's a land of lies and a prison land. It's time to refuse to just absorb and take the lies of media that will promote some of the lies. take the time and look for television that are speaking up and telling the truth. You can find places where even soldiers, Russian soldiers, were interviewed, and they were told, they were lied to from their government that they will go for a training, and they found themselves in Ukraine shooting innocent people. And many of them will say, we were lie. We were told that we were taken to training, and in fact, we are here to kill innocent people and to shoot apartments, to kill innocent people, and we do not want to do that. Even their military are not for socialists and communists. They are for freedom. They are for respecting rights of others. And they will tell in those television interviews that they are treated really well by Ukrainians. They are helped and have medical attention, and they believe that it's time for Putin to give up as a leader or to go and find another job because they don't want to fight this illegal atrocity type of war. And this is a great lesson for all of us. If we do not stand up, if we do not tell our representative who might like to bring socialists to America that we do not want this, replace them with leaders that who are in love with what America stands for: freedom of religion, freedom of speech, the right to bear a gun, the freedom to have your own opinion and respect other people's opinion, and the list goes on. So be involved wherever God places you, wherever you have the sphere of influence at school, at your business, at home. Teach your children about freedom and the benefits that we have in America. Many people are dying outside of America for freedom. Take example of the Russians who demonstrated, and by now they are surely in jail, tortured, and many of them died for freedom, to tell us that freedom is precious. Take example of courageous fight for freedom of people of Ukraine and their leader, and especially for his family that was threatened to be killed. Freedom is precious, and we have time and we have the opportunity to stand up for freedom in America. Your voice, your fight for freedom will change America back to America that we know. America free, a free country, a country of laws, laws that are legal laws, not invented, or law that respect the Constitution and our freedom. I hope that if you need more training or everything that I share with you, that you will go to virginiaprodanbooks.com, Freedom Coaching, or you can follow our podcast that is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock. Send us your information and everything that you need. If you want to buy the book, Saving My Assassin, it's my memoir that talks about life in socialist and communist, my fight for freedom as a lawyer in Romania against dictator Nicolae Ceausescu. Please go to virginiaprodanbooks.com/product/book. And if you want to invite me to speak to your event, you find your information there. Until next time, I hope you are blessed. Continue to send us your questions and your concern. We are here to help you and to train you to lead courageously. And by your fight and our fight together, we can keep America free. Until next time, God bless you and keep in touch. Remember, your voice in your fight to keep America free is important. God bless you. Bye-bye.